Hey everybody, it's B Diz the Rockstar, part of SuperObvious. In this video, we're talking about the returning DLC that'll be in GTA 6. Let's go.
This is a disaster!
Got the drugs? You don't want me to come with a gun in your face?
Holy fuck!
Give up the money.
Ryder, not this again.
Want me to fuck you up in your ass? Can a low come up in your crib? Man, fuck you.
And life at risk!
The DLC that I'm talking about is the Biker Gang DLC. In GTA 4, there was the Lost and the Damned biker club called the Lost MC. There was Johnny, who was a high-ranking VP member of the club that was a recovering addict. In GTA 5, he is addicted to crystal meth. Johnny confronts Trevor for banging his ex-girlfriend Ashley. Trevor kills Johnny and then kills the rest of the Lost MC in the trailer parks area of Sandy Shores, which is where Trevor lives. In 6, there's going to be a point in the story where Jason and Lucia are going to have enough beef with the cops, gang members, and other criminals to where they need to hire protection. They are going to hire the Angels of Death, who are the biker gang that had a beef with the Lost MC in the GTA 4 DLC. The Angels of Death moved their group to Vice City and have been increasing their members, expanding their territory, growing their connections, and trying to make their money income skyrocket. The AOD mentioned how they heard a guy named Trevor killed a bunch of the Lost MC members a while back. When Jason and Lucia reach out to the AOD for protection, they already know who Lucia is. They've heard a lot about a Latino female that is or used to be a cop and does a bunch of crazy stuff around the city with a white boy, and they are being called the new Bonnie and Clyde. For the AOD to help Jason and Lucia, they of course have terms if they want to do business together at all, and that includes dibs on any firearms they come across, taking out any enemies at any locations such as warehouses. They also want majority of money obtained and also a weekly fee that Jason and Lucia have to pay, which isn't cheap and will get bigger as the DLC goes. The Angels of Death DLC will be around 10 to 15 hours of gameplay depending on if you do all the side missions or just rush through the main ones. The AI of NPCs will be a lot more natural and realistic. You can give other people around you commands such as attack, hide, surrender, or retreat. NPCs won't just follow you by default. You can actually be strategic and use other members of your group so everyone is useful in doing their part. The same thing goes with Jason and Lucia. Missions for the AOD include scoping out meeting spots that Jason and Lucia have to go to for the people that they do missions for, and making sure they don't get ambushed or the spot isn't going to get raided by the cops. Side missions include you trailing certain people who Jason and Lucia feel could be sketch, and making sure they're not a traitor, informant, or undercover agent. As the DLC story goes, the AOD have increased their demands, and they want Lucia to provide them with any info that law enforcement has on them that could lead to them getting raided and busted. Also, to let them know where their enemies are so they can roll up on them and take them out to eliminate competition in the biker world they live in. And they don't care if doing this makes Lucia vulnerable. When starting as the AOD, you have to set up a home base, which means a clubhouse for all the members to gather to hang out, have business meetings, repair bikes as a business front, and make important decisions for the club's growth and safety. When first getting to Vice City, your beef with the Lost MCs has your pockets pretty thin. Jason is the initial connect for the AOD to help him and Lucia when needed. After a big payoff from one of the first missions, the AOD has enough money to where they can buy a property to set up their clubhouse home base. At the club, you can do stuff like drink, get high, play pool and darts, do arm wrestling, and also fight other members if they want to settle a beef with each other. You can also ride around the city together so the community knows your presence. You can also form relationships so you have your old lady who is off limits for other members to try to hook up with. There will also be prospects who are trying to prove themselves, who want to be respected and rank up in the club. You can make them do the most ridiculous shit and they have to do what you say or face punishment. There is a board with a ranking system to where you can see who is current Prez, VP, Treasurer, Secretary, Road Captain, and Sergeant at Arms or aka Enforcer. As far as appearance, you have your cut, which is the vest that a member has with their name, rank, and club symbol on the back. You can customize your bike at the auto shops in pretty good detail, but if you really want to customize the hell out of your bike, you have to do it at the shop of your club. You can also upgrade and customize your club, like better lighting, sound system, TVs, and the surveillance of the outside of your club so you're aware of anyone that's in the area. When doing missions for Jason and Lucia, you have a relationship progress meter. When you successfully or unsuccessfully do missions for them, get too greedy with your demands as far as money or control, the status of this progress meter will change, which can lead to problems. And even though you're a club with a bunch of members against just Jason and Lucia, it's something that you really don't want to do, because even though they are outnumbered, if you go against Jason and Lucia, you will lose over and over and fucking over again.
Damn.
I don't know if you know this or not, but there is a good amount of talk now that Lucia has a kid in the game and can be a controllable third character. Kids might even be in the game in general with a lot of features. The Angels of Death Biker Gang DLC will have its place in the main story, so it will be very exciting for players. On Lucia's end, her having a kid makes her beyond ruthless because she will do whatever it takes to make sure her and her kid are okay, and anybody that poses as a threat or gets in her way will be taken out, and that means the Angels of Death, law enforcement, other criminals, or even Jason. But yeah, that's the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Biker Gang DLC making a return in GTA 6. Is there anything I didn't talk about for the DLC that you would like to see? Like and share the video, subscribe, tell other GTA fans to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Totally for sure.